expert, healer, and of course presenter Kris Meredith. And you've got the worldwide phenomenon. It is the lovely psychic and medium, the beautiful Eleanor Grace. How you doing, lovely?
I'm doing really well, It's lovely to see you as well, Kris. And yeah, we're all coping with this Mercury retrograde, aren't we? You know, so we've just been chatting about how that has been so difficult, all the things that have gone right and wrong. And today we're talking about psychic space. Now, I know we mentioned the planets, so Mercury and the planets around the Earth, but it's not about that. It's about trying to get your own space, perhaps to think about yourself, to meditate a bit, and to think about others. But what is it? You know, what do you think that psychic space is? Where do we go to get the psychic messages from, the spirit messages? Where do we go to access all of those angelic realms? What do you think? So come on in, let us know where you think that psychic space is. It's a big puzzle, isn't it, Kris?
It is. No, but I love that as well, because, you know, we've always talked about no matter what spiritual work people are doing, even when we go to meditate, you know, in that space where we go, you know, I've always found it a little bit kind of sacred space as well. You know, I always find it just really pure, really beautiful. And a story when I was younger, and I used to go for angelic Reiki and crystal healing. And Kath, the lady that used to do it on me, bless her, like when I used to be like, come back after the treatment, I would fight not to come back, because where I was in the most blissful, beautiful, angelic place and at peace I've ever been. So, you know, you kind of don't want to come back to this world because you're like, no, I want to stay there. You know, but it is a beautiful space. And I think no matter what people are doing, where, you know, if they're working, you know, psychically, mediumistically, you know, angelically, you know, that space is just so sacred. And, you know, we're lucky that we can enter it as well. You know, I think it's a beautiful space and place to be in. I really do.
I think that word peace as well that you mentioned, it is really important, because it's that sort of self-awareness as well that we're looking for. Sense of peace, sense of, yeah, I've got it together, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, and I can make my plans and I can feel confident. So sometimes with accessing this ethereal space and meditating a little bit, and just, you know, maybe once or twice a day, just a few minutes, you know, what are you dumping now that's worrying you? Where's your worry bin? You know, put all of those in there and really try to think positively about the next thing that's going to happen. So let's have a look.
Isn't it? It's so important to stay positive. It really, really is. And, you know, I just wanted to say for everyone that's watching, you know, we have people that join us week in, week out, Eleanor. And you know, from us, I just wanted to say a big thank you, you know, because this is our 9th episode now, Eleanor, today, which is, you know, so lovely, and I enjoy this as much as Eleanor does. And, you know, you guys that are watching, you're as much part of this as well. So, you know, we always love you to tell us where you're from. Even if you tell us every week, it doesn't matter. We still love it as well. And of course, you know, you can send stars, which we really say thank you for. And also share this to people that you love, people that are spiritually minded, and to groups as well, because the more people that find this, the better we can raise a vibration, and we can all have such an amazing spiritual chat together. And of course, you know, cocktails as well, Eleanor, isn't it? You know?
Yes, I've got a space one today.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, a big hello to everyone as well. Let's have a look who we've got. We've got lovely Natalia, says hello, Eleanor and Kris. Hello to you, lovely. And she's also sent us some stars as well. So thank you very much for that, darling.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, yes, she looks forward to this broadcast, and she's from Boston. Is that Boston here? Or
I think it's Boston in
Massachusetts.
Yes, I think so.
Wow,
let us know. We've got the lovely Akona there that says hello. Vanessa says hello, and we've got the lovely Kimberly that says a big hey. Well, hello to everyone. Thank you for joining us. And I think, Eleanor, we should kick off with some...
It is USA. It is
the USA, which I absolutely love. Well, Natalia, let's see what the angels have to say for some guidance for you this week, darling. Let's have a look with these beautiful angel cards. And we have got for you the Angel of Love. Beautiful card, beautiful message. We were just talking about being in that space, being in that loving environment. This is what I feel for you, that you need to surround yourself, in self-love as well, just to know that you are so, so important. But then on top of that, surround yourself with people that respect you and love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Because sometimes, if we don't think we deserve it, we don't get it, and we put up with things we shouldn't put up with. So when you love yourself fully and you think, I'm good enough, I'm worthy of that, that's what you will get in return. So always remember that. And I always think taking yourself out, if you can, for a little, cheeky night out, for a little shopping trip, just treat yourself, because we've all been through difficult times, still going through difficult times every now and then, but just remember to love ourselves as well. And of course, bring the angels in just to fill you with that love, because it's one of the highest vibrations that the angels work on, which is love from the heart. And it's so, so beautiful. So what a card for the first one.
I'm supporting it here. I'm bringing in my rose quartz crystal ball. This is the one that we want. Look at this.
Beautiful.
And this is for you, Natalia, and really it is supporting everything that Kris has just said. I want to have a look at this, and I know that things have crashed a bit recently for you, which is why you're getting such a lot of support and self-love from the angels and from Kris. But looking into the rose quartz crystal ball, this beautiful pink blush colour, you're actually asking now for relationships to be more productive and to be more positive. And I can see you overcoming an obstacle. Now there's a hurdle that I've just been shown here in the crystal, and you're jumping right over it. So it's not too difficult. Just be patient with yourself, and all good things are on its way. So Natalia, let us know what you think, and also let us know your star sign as well. Just let's have a little look at that. We want star signs from everybody today.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, pop your star signs in the comments as well, which is beautiful. And thank you for that, Natalia, and for joining us today as well. And she has put there, oh, Eleanor, that was beautiful. Thank you. I'm working on it. And also thank you, Kris, and the angels for that, and loads of love hearts, which is really beautiful. And her star sign is a Sagittarius.
The sun sign. I thought there was some fire in there somewhere. And so, yes, we're coming up to a very sort of dynamic force time. I think as we get to the end of October, we'll get past this Mercury retrograde, which seems to have troubled so many people, including me.
And me. We wanted to go, but it is. And this is one thing that I say, to many people, even though, we are, spiritual people, ourselves, we still go through, life situations. We go through things that aren't amazing. I always think that we just don't sometimes, do we?
No. Right, who else have we got now?
We've got lovely Caitlin there as well. Lovely Caitlin, and she's a Capricorn.
Hello, Caitlin, Capricorn. And now we've got the Fool for you. This is a lovely picture, actually, not something to be thinking that you're a fool by any means, because you're not. This is about starting the journey again and going right back to the beginning and thinking about what it is that you've done right, what it is that you've done wrong, really reassessing, because it's saying to you that you are being a bit innocent, maybe a bit naive at the moment. That's easy to do, isn't it? Because you're too trusting, I think, a little bit. You're thinking about other people's needs and not your own. So, be a bit more adult, try and be aware of other people's intentions, and start a new plan, start a new journey. That's what the Fool is all about in the tarot. And of course, it will always go to your wonderful sense of humour. Laugh at yourself, the world will laugh with you. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. That's beautiful, Eleanor. Really, really beautiful. And of course, we've got the lovely Kimberly right there. Well, Kimberly, Eleanor was doing that reading. I've shuffled the angel cards. And of course, I've got a beautiful unicorn card for you, sweetie. So thank you for joining us. First of all, the angel card for you is the Angel of Comfort. Now, this is a beautiful card. It's a very sensitive card. I'm really picking up that you're a sensitive soul. Now, be really kind, to yourself. Be gentle to yourself, especially right now. That is what it is about, is you looking after yourself. You are number one. That is what it is about. You're completely, the best person to deal with this. But at the end of the day, you've got to give yourself a break sometimes, because people can be a bit rubbish to us. Just give yourself that break to be within your own zone, your own comfort, and know you are amazing. Okay. So that's the angel card. And then also, this is the lovely unicorn card right there. As you can see that's beautiful. And that's all about shower of blessings. So really, once again, taking in everything you're thankful for in your life. If you have a bit of a blip, a bit of a day when, things get a bit rubbish and a bit on top of you, just be thankful of all the things you've got in your life and make a list of them as well. I think that can be important, because then you can physically see them and what you're grateful for. So on those days when you're feeling a bit rubbish, just do that, lovely. But some beautiful cards for you, and thank you as well, Kimberly, for joining us. But those are your cards today. Beautiful.
Wow, that's fabulous. A lot of upliftment coming in, isn't there, Kris?
Yes.
From the cards here, sort of start again, redefine your plans, try and think about where you're going. And let's just go back to our topic as well. And this is about that psychic space that we can create. And just throwing it out there to our audience, how many of you do actually manage just a 2-3 minute meditation every day? Do you? Or do you just call that thinking time? Because maybe sometimes that's just what it is. Maybe you'll just, take yourself off into the bedroom or somewhere that's private, or your car as well. Do you just give yourself some thinking time rather than reaction time, where this has happened, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to drive here, I've got to go there, I've got to pick up the kids, I've got to get lunch, I've got to get dinner. So all of those pressures are on us. And of course, it affects our levels of intuitive senses, because the time clock that we're working on predominates in our world. We have to live by it. Of course we do. But when you get away from that and get this psychic space, that's when you can think and plan. Do we have any answers? Let's have a look.
Well, we've got the lovely Kimberly who I did the reading for. She said, thank you so much. We've had the lovely Nicola says, hi, Eleanor, and hi, Kris. And lovely Caitlin from before says, thank you so much. So, of course, guys, in those comments, let us know, about your psychic space as well, because it is important for us to know, but also we learn from you guys. The lovely Natalia, let's have a look what you put, lovely. She put, yes, every morning and every night, even if it's for 5 minutes, taking time and practice to get there and be able to be calm and also calm the mind, but also get in there. And I think, that's so important. I mean, we try and meditate as much as we possibly can, but just to have that space to be alone in your own thoughts can be massive for dealing with the day-to-day stresses that we absolutely get, and it can bring happiness in our own lives as well. It's a really big coping mechanism, and it has been for me as well. I don't know about you, Eleanor.
Yeah. I mean, I find that it's really essential. And one of the tricks that I use, and that maybe you can do as well, often in the car where you're away from the home demands, especially for women, I think, that's the time where you can just sort of, before you start your journey, think about where you're going, how you're going to get there, but make sure that you're safe and you've got enough time. But then just try and go to a room and just try and close your eyes for a few moments and imagine that you're in a white room. It's white everywhere, and there's a window. And there's a window in this room that you can look out of. And when you look out of that window, you're going to see all of the things that are important to you and the things that are in your subconscious mind, what isn't present as you're going through the day-to-day routine, but the things that are the big things. Maybe they're worries, maybe they're concerns, maybe it is spirit as well that's trying to make some sort of connection with you. That's a little tip. Try it. Let us know next week whether you've done that and whether it's worked for you.
It's lovely. It's lovely, Eleanor. We've just had the lovely Janet Green join us as well. She put good afternoon. Good afternoon for you. And for more people join us as well. So, while you're here, remember to share us, get involved with our conversation as well. That's what we love. We love to know where you're from. Let us know your star sign, and you can also send us stars. The lovely Hina Patel has put, hi both. I've been looking forward to today's session. I would love a card career focus if possible, please, and a big love heart.
Cindy Smith sent some stars as well to us, so wonder if you could pull a few from Cindy. She's been waiting a while, so she's right at the top there. And hello there to you, Rena. Do you know, we did make that appointment she had got reading. She did win it. And eventually, finally, after about 3 weeks, we did manage to touch base, and it was a lovely, uplifting reading. So hello there, Rena. Hope you're okay.
Well, even this, Eleanor, even today, straight from the get-go, so uplifting, which is lovely. I think it's a bit of a tonic. We've needed it as well, this week. And, last week's was, every single week we do is so lovely, but the energy is always different every time. But also from last week, I had some messages when people were saying about crystal healing. They asked me, what is it? What do people come for? Why would someone go for crystal healing? Which is really, really lovely. So, for anyone out there that's had crystal healing, you will know. But if not, crystal healing is primarily all about balancing the chakras. Now, the main chakras, we work on the 7 main chakras on the body. But if you think about your chakra centers, think about, like a ring, then energy flowing through it. Now, with normal life, day to day, people, we can really get bogged down with other people's energy. Now, what the crystal healing does is balance and clear the chakras so they're perfectly balanced and there is no blockages. So you can handle the day-to-day things. That's what's a big thing. It can kind of reset as well. And it's a gentle healing. That's always, a big thing to point out. A lot of people, if they come to me and they're like, oh, I want angelic Reiki, and rather than crystal healing. But if they've never had any healing before, crystal healing, wherever you go for your healing, is always the one to start with because it's not as intense. But you get the crystals put on all your chakra points as well, which is beautiful. But it's just nice to bathe in their energy and and find out why it is so popular. But
a bit like that psychic space, finding that space.
It really, really is. And it is important. And I think, for everyone that is watching to find your space, regardless, if you want to connect spiritually, you just want some quiet wellness time, put on some nice, relaxing music, light a candle, to have that space is just so important for our wellness, regardless, I think.
Would it be better if it was more sort of spiritual music, a bit like whale noises or things, or noises from the room, or can it just be anything? What does...
I think, for me, I always go for spiritual music just because it kind of elevates, the vibration of the room. But I think people go for what, kind of connects with them. There's no right. There's no wrong. I wouldn't recommend like rock music or anything like that. I don't think you'll get a nice
John Bon Jovi, no.
Well, you never know, but for me that definitely wouldn't work. But your nice relaxing music just to be zen. I always like incense as well. And before I do it, I always try and sage the room as well, just so there's no energy around. And
smudge stick.
use a smudge stick.
Yeah, we had quite a few of those at the Holistic Fair, which was in Watford.
Yes. How was that, Eleanor? Let us know.
It was great. I just want to say thank you to everybody that came. It was a lovely, lovely day. Beautiful weather, really great weather. So a lot of people came out to see us, and we had an amazing quantity of psychic readings. People wanted that, but we did have crystals, and we did have the smudge sticks and other things, and lots and lots of different interesting angles, really. So it is nice for people, just drop my phone, it is nice for people just to kind of meet us and know you're a real person, and you can really do this job. I think that's what people want to know. But I think also the reason we're getting a lot of people from the States as well is that now I've got a really big following on my USA show, which is live readings, and we're going to be looking at doing a few of those maybe as we go forward on our show, on Psychic Lunch, as we develop our skills and technological ability.
That's the most important thing, the technology side. We got there though, didn't we? We got there.
Eventually, finally. We need an award, Kris. We need an award.
Oh, it's funny.
To be able to do it. I think. But let's just have that as a vague plan whether we'll be able to get somebody else on here and then do a live reading.
Which will be amazing to do. That will be, so cool, to
Great idea, isn't it? And if we can put that together, then it would be really cool if any of you who are now online would just put on your comments if you'd like to do that, because some people don't like to have a reading sort of out to the world. Some people want to keep it very private. There's often very private issues, but maybe if you can cope with technological advances, then we'll invite you on, and that would be maybe just for 2 or 3 minutes. Jump on, and we can look at giving you a read. I'll have a proper chat with Kris about it, because
we will. But I think it'll be exciting to do that, and I'm always up for things. It'll just bring another vibration to the show as well, which is so lovely to be able to do that.
Let's aim at that for beginning of November, maybe.
Yes.
After we got through Halloween, because we've got all of that.
I love though that we've got Halloween, then we've got bonfire, and then obviously it's going up to Christmas. I mean, like yesterday I was working on, now you mentioned it, I was working on, these aren't the finished articles, but I'm going to do little Christmas crystal baubles as well. I'm going to start selling.
Oh, they sound really fabulous. Is that for the Christmas tree?
Well, yes, put it on the Christmas tree, but I just, to me.
The best look here, hold on. No, it's very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, but
it
that's
really
just got a
so
bracelet.
You've got crystals inside.
Yeah, and I put a bracelet, so that's a crystal bracelet I've put in. But of course, you can put many, different crystals in them. But I just thought how lovely to be able to gift, a bauble with crystals. But then also, if people want to put that crystal energy on the Christmas tree, why not?
Oh, that's a really great idea.
Cool. But it's not the finished article. I will be jazzing it up some more and everything. But I just worked on them yesterday.
I think it's really pretty as it is.
I thought, I wonder if they'll work. So we just kind of just putting some ideas together. But that's what I like. We've got Halloween, we've got bonfire, we've got Christmas, and it's just a chance to be creative as well, where maybe we wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. It is good times. And I love that we're talking about it already, even though, we're still in October and Halloween hasn't even started yet. But everyone that's joining us, there's more people joining again and again and again. So thank you for joining us. And lovely.
Can we do a sort of rapid fire session now?
We have many people there.
As many people as we can. I'll tell you what.
Let's have a look at the love. We've got Natalie right now.
And I'll concentrate on the cards. Yes.
You've got Natalie, darling.
Natalie. Hello, Natalie. Quick card for you, Natalie. Let's see what this one is. I'm going to show this one straight up here because this is Eight of Swords. It's all about feeling restricted and having to let go. Look, you've got your hands tied there. So this card for you really means that You're very independent. You've got to a point in your life where you just want to do things your way, but you're feeling as though you can't because you have to take account of other people. Well, don't. This is now your message to say, just do it anyway, and it will be fine. So persuasion, negotiation, diplomacy, those are the skills that you need. And I'm sure you've got them, Natalie.
Love that. Love it. Well, I've got the lovely Nicola there. Hi, Nicola. You can have a card, please. Of course you can. Let's see what the angels have to say for you, sweetie. Let's have a look for you. We've got the Angel of Power. Now, this card for you, sweetie, is all about standing in your own power. But I'm getting for you your spiritual power as well. And you believing in yourself that you are good enough. You know, if you want to develop psychically or maybe angelically as well, like we've been talking about today, it's all about sitting in that space, getting your space ready for you to connect and then start to trust. But remember, the power starts with you, lovely. All right, darling. But what a beautiful card. And just remember this card as well, if you're waiting a little bit and kind of think, oh, it's not happening. It doesn't happen overnight. Do you remember that? Practice makes perfect, as me and Eleanor both know. You know, you got to practice for a long, long time.
Yeah, many years.
Yeah, it, darling, but that's for you, lovely. And thank you for joining us as well.
All right, I'm just going to pick somebody here at random now. Janet Green with the cards. So I'm going to take you one, Janet. And Hina Patel is there as well, saying yes, and it was worth the wait for her reading that she won in our competition. So I'm going to let you, Kris, take a card for Hina in a moment, but I've taken this one here for Janet. Janet, you've got the card of judgment. So what decision is it that you are trying to make at the moment? I think it's quite a big one, isn't it? Because you're approaching a time where you have to make a big decision. A conclusion has got to be reached. And you're also making this judgment call on somebody else. This is about a person. So you come to a conclusion and you have to decide now, Janet, whether you are going to act on that conclusion or not. So what is it? Which way are you going to go? My feeling here, just to grab another card there, Kris. Yeah. You are sitting back. This is what I felt. You're sitting back, sort of really, you know, like the queen on her throne. There you are, and you're really being asked now to come down off that little bit of a perch and try and negotiate, try and talk with this person who I see as being a female in your life and somebody that you need to perhaps make amends with. So yeah, judgment calls are great, but just look at the circumstances a little bit deeper, because I think something's being revealed to you. So over to you for Hina now, Kris.
I love that. Well, Hina, Eleanor was talking there. I've shuffled the cards for you, sweetie. And the angel card that came out was the Angel of Challenges. So right. I feel, you know, you have been through many challenges in your life, but do not worry. They will not stop you. You will get over them. You've got the faith, you know, you've got that connection, you know you have, but of course you can call in the angels right there just to help you to overcome when you know you're faced with something and you kind of think, oh, not again, why is this happening again? Just ask the angels in, just please put an angel on it and ask them for help and support, for you to get over those challenges, because that's what it's all about. You know, things are put in front of us, we don't like it, but when we've got over it, you know, you're like, oh, I'm glad I went through that because I'm a bigger person for it. So always remember that. And then Hina, for the unicorn cards as well, you've got soul healing. I mean, look how beautiful that card is. I mean, look how lovely the colors are, but it's all about our soul. So really kind of, you know, past issues, but really dealing with things that are stopping us. You know, both of these cards are kind of the same, really, you know, challenges, getting over things. So really remember that, lovely. But I hope you enjoy it.
That's lovely. I'm bringing in my crystal comet now, and this crystal ball here, which I hope you can see. So we're going to be using this now in our next session. This one is my healing crystal. So we'll just sort of have a look at this together. Let's see where we are. So if you can shout out somebody's name, I will have a look and see what is in the crystal.
Yeah, I will do. Lovely. Got Mia, lovely Mia right there.
Hello, Mia. Hi. Well, we've got, opposing forces here. If you imagine that this little rose quartz crystal here is a little planet that's circling around your world. That's what's happening to you. There's a transformation that is going on here, and you will be feeling as though there's a bit of a buzz in the air. It's a bit electric, and you are excited. I've got some healing aqua blue around you. So you've healed some big question from the past here, and you're going forward now with a lot of enthusiasm, great confidence that I feel is there, and you're looking forward to leaping onto a new track. And physically, I can see here a train that is in your crystal. Look through the crystal there and see a train, you're jumping on it, a bit like one of those Wild West movies, where somebody jumped on the top of the train. That's how I see you, and that's what I see you doing, actually. So capture the moment. Be prepared, be ready to just take this new direction. It's very powerful, though. I'm going to give you 1st of November. Everything should be resolved by then.
Oh, beautiful. Well, the lovely Hina said, thank you so much. That makes so much sense then. She said, which angel do I call on for help and support? Now, I will call on the Archangel Hope. I've just pulled that for you as well, and it's come out with Archangel Hope for you, darling. So connect with that energy, and it's a simple angel connection is simple. If you're going through anything and you just call on your guardian angel and just say, I need the angel of hope, or I need the angel of help, just do that and you'll get the right angel associated with that issue that you need support with. Lovely. But I hope that helps, darling. Beautiful.
And also the angelic Reiki that Kris gets involved with and is actually, you can do it remotely as well. So if you're feeling as though you need that upliftment and you need to turn a corner even, it's not being told, is it? Psychic readings, often you sort of think, well, I'm being told this, told that, told the other. But when you have something like angelic Reiki, that's when you decide and you have the power, isn't it? You do.
You really do. No, it's 100%. And, angelic Reiki, regardless if it's in person or, wherever you are in the world, it's energy, it's healing, and it's of will. So, we would do it over something similar like this, but we would connect, and I would send, the energy would still be channeled through me, but we would be connected for you to receive the angelic Reiki healing. And it's just so beautiful and so powerful as well, because it's the intent of the healing, and all people have got to do at home, if they're not here physically, is to accept that healing. It's as simple as that. We go through a session, it's an hour still, we still have the energy transition, which is beautiful, but I just love it because you don't have to be here in person as well.
It's same with readings as well. A lot of people, like Hina will say as well, and people who've had readings from me, lots of them are here, that it feels as though you're in the room and it's private, it's personal. You can see the cards, you can see the crystals, you can see everything that's happening. So it's really uplifting as well. Just want to say that Beth Towner has joined us and said, Kris and Eleanor finally managed to be present. Oh, well, that's great, number 9 for you. I'm taking you a card. Well, you have been missing. Look, it's the Hermit. So you have been doing things that perhaps are very secretive to you as well, Beth, and really need to have some considered thought. You need to be quiet about your plans. Secretive, almost, desperate here, I think, to share what it is that you're going to do next, Beth, but keeping a lid on it at the moment. Just taking you another card. Wow, strength. Yeah. exactly what I thought it would be: strength and fortitude, patience. So whatever it is that you are achieving here, it's really worth the wait. But the patience that you need and diligence to get to where you want to be, Beth, that's so important. Just keep going. Again, I think end of this year, really you'll have everything in place, but big launch for you in January. January is important. Is there a birthday? Ooh, let's see. We'll see what you say.
That. That's so lovely. I mean, so many people with us now. Thank you for joining us, and the love hearts and everything that you've been sending. Thank you very much for that, and of course the stars as well. Now, the one that's popped out for me right there is a lovely Kelly, and she put, "Hi, I would love a spirit message, please." And of course, with this, I'll bring the angels to you, darling. And for you, you have got the angel of positivity. So right there is remembering to stay positive in all situations. I know that's easier said than done, but of course, no matter what situation, if it's work as well, please try and stay as calm as you can. And remember, the positivity will balance itself out. And you can always call on the angel of positivity to be with you, sweetie. And then also Archangel Uriel, which is all about balance. So right there, but is you coming into your balance. So if there is a day where you are unbalanced, people have been idiots and you kind of like, frustrated, which we can be, just remember to stay in your zone, really bring in that positivity and ensure you are balanced. Have a walk, get out in fresh air, don't let it consume you. Remember you've got the angel.
Particularly in the car.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah. You don't need that.
Somebody cut me up the other day, and I was, all this petrol stuff and people trying to get in first and stuff like that. Yeah. And I had to do that, Kris. I had to go, please, just for a moment. I only got 5 miles left, and I was panicking myself. But I was gracious and kind, and let everybody else in. Thought, I'm going to run out any minute now. Any minute, it's just going to. But that's it. Can't get anywhere. But no, the angels were with me. They were with me.
It's good. It is good. But that's the thing, through any situation, that we go through. Yeah. And like I was saying before, we go through real situations, real frustrations, letdown, disappointments, everything like that. But we just remember, to call on angels then. And, we get frustrated at times and things like that because we're all human. We're all, spiritual people living a human life. But just always remember, we've got our support team, spiritual team, angels, they're all there with us. Yeah. So, they can help just to really put you in a different mindset, lift your energy, so you're not in those lower vibrations of like anger or hate or frustrations or anything like that. Because I think when you are in the higher vibrations, when you're happy and you're smiling and you're leading with love, it always comes back to us. I think that's a big thing. And you kind of think, oh, that was really nice. Someone, did that. But if he was in a bad mood, it might not happen, So I always think but I've got to tell myself that sometimes as well. So, I'm the same as you.
Right. So now we've got Jessica Garcia Rondell. Well, I've taken a card here for you as Kris was talking. And it's this card. It's the Empress card. So Jessica, this is about family and moving your home, but also great fertility around you. I do feel a baby. Either you've got a baby now or one is on its way, or a baby is to be born. So you'll hear about that very soon. You're putting down new roots. And that, I think, is just indicated by your next card here, which is 2 swords, separating ties from where you are at the moment. Your personal circumstances at the moment are changing. So I feel as though you're jumping into a house move, moving your life forward. Very important. So, and Nicola Kersnake has sent 50 stars here, Kris. So
there we are.
I
love that. Well, Nicola, thank you very much for that, sweetie. And you have got the angel of success. So that's really you owning yourself, where you are in your life. And remember that you deserve all the riches and all the success that is coming to you now. And that's not always monetary. Always remember that. That could be in relationships with people, you know, people being kind as well. You know, that is what it's all about. But you really owning that. When you have got to where you want to be, please go and celebrate. Go and get a bottle of champagne, you know, have a cocktail, you know, like Eleanor's going to be doing shortly. You know, that's what it's all about.
Over here.
Is you knowing that success. And of course the angels love that as well, you know, being happy, being in those high vibrations, you know, because you do deserve it. So please remember, you know, your angels are rooting for you and you deserve all the successes as well. Lovely.
Well, Nicola has put, can you see a house move coming up for me soon? Things seem to have come to a halt, and maybe this is now indicating from your cards here, Kris, that yeah, just push a little bit more, just, you know, get a little bit more motivation, get on the phone, you know, get things moving. I think it's coming very, very soon from those cards. Haley Bennett has also sent 50 stars, now giving you the Lovers here, Haley. The Lovers is one of those sort of romantic cards that you will actually be feeling a bit loved up in the very near future. You won't be having to worry too much about having some affection and a bit more romance in your life, but it's also about choices. And this is, you know, how I would always describe the Lovers. It's about, you know, giving yourself an option, a choice, a chance here to choose which way you want to go forward. Not romantically, but in general. But it's a very, very positive card. So I think you're going to have a great weekend even. You know, get the wine ready.
Why not? Hey, why not? Well, no, and that's what it's all about. And that's what I love. And I love that, you know, we've been talking about so much positivity today and, you know, really bringing, you know, so much positivity to you guys and to us as well. You know, that is what it's all about. Well, I wanted to bring you into a little bit of, you know, positivity, but also manifestation as well. You know, it's so important to do that. But a quick way, you know, if you've got time to be by yourself and you've got an intention that you wanted to do, you can do that with the angels as well. I call it angel manifestation. And that you can do, sit in a quiet room, get some nice music, get some lovely incense as well, but get your intent down on paper. Light a candle, sit there with it, really focus your intent into that candle, and then pop your intentions on a piece of paper like that. Make sure everything's safe as well. You burn that, and then you will know your guardian angel has heard that intention, but it has gone up there as well. And just remember to thank your angels for being with you, and of course, and being present while you're putting your intentions out there. But it's a quick way to do a little bit of angel magic, angel manifestation, you know, to really get your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations to you, because of course we're getting closer to Halloween.
Ooh, I know. Now we've got a psychic space cocktail here. As you can see, it is clear, so we're not messing around with this one. And this is about a lovely sort of, it's a bit like a take on the martini, really, shaken but not stirred. So we're going to be, we're still on the Bond theme because everybody's going to see the trade, aren't they? So this is the martini, psychic space. So we all know how spaced out really James Bond films really are. So it sort of goes, this is very subtle link there, I think, don't you? So we haven't used any sort of means of shaking this cocktail. It's very still. So just cheers. Okay, so martini on its own.
On its own.
On its own. Little splash of soda water, but the bubbles have gone. So cheers. Cheers.
No, cheers, lovely. Cheers.
There we are. Very uplifting for a little time. Yes, just a little time. And of course, if you just want to have a mocktail, then of course this can just be soda water, which I like, you know, I do. And when I'm working, we have water all the time. On that subject, I am going to be in Mill Hill in London this evening. Yeah, so lots of you have booked your readings, but do come along and join us, because there will be other psychics and clairvoyants there as well, mediums, and you will be able to get your reading between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock this evening in London at Mill Hill. It's at the Three Hammers. You'll see all the details on my Psychic Evenings page. And you can book ahead if you want to, book online at my website, which is gracedestiny.com. So I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight. Tomorrow at St Albans, Redbourne, St Albans, near Harpenden, near Luton, near Dunstable, and come and join us there. We're at the Checkers, just on the main road through to Redbourne, in between Redbourne and St Albans. And this is quite a haunted pub. This is why we do it, Kris. And we'll be doing quite a few haunted pubs as we're coming up to Halloween.
That would be amazing. That'd be really, really good. That'd be really exciting.
So I'll be sharing those with you next week and the week after, where we're going into the haunted theme again, and some more ghost stories. We've been a little bit lacking on the stories the last few weeks because we've had colds and flu and technological problems.
On the Mercury retrograde.
Mercury retrograde, so we're back on track for next week.
I love it. But one thing, Eleanor, though, there as well, if people can't get to you, and everything like that, they can book online with you at gracedestiny.com, and have one-to-one private readings as well with the lovely Eleanor, which is great. And always remember, she's got that 24/7 service that you can ring up. It's called as well the lovely clairvoyant call. Always remember that's there, that's available 24/7. Eleanor's there, but there's other readings there, lovely readers at the same time. Just always remember, if you're anywhere else in the world and you do want to call 3-4 o'clock in the morning, you're like, I've got that burning question. Always remember
in the States, because we've got this different time scale all the time, haven't we?
Always playing catch up.
Again, but we are looking into at the moment having a dedicated number for the States to be able to have ease of access. So because it's a bit difficult trying to book and then plan and everything. We do manage it, but I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier, and that's hopefully coming for Christmas as well.
Amazing.
For December. That's in the plan for December.
Happy days. I like
do we have anybody that has said they would like to do?
We've got lovely Claire that said, love a haunted pub. We've got lovely Nicola there said, will you be coming to Gloucestershire at all?
No, not Gloucestershire, Nicola. But I do have some pubs near there that I will be looking at going to in the new year, end of January, February, for Valentine's. We're doing something near Gloucester and also Cheltenham, in your area around that sort of date. Warwickshire as well. I know it's the next county along. But yes, we won't be leaving anybody out if we can help it.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Well, the lovely Kelly Ann is right there, and she's put a couple of times, anything for me, please. And Darling, you've really kind of reached out there. So thank you for that. Thank you for watching. And when I was just shuffling, while Eleanor was talking then, I got you the lovely Angel of Belief. Now, I really think you've maybe been knocked in your life and you struggle to believe in yourself, in what you can do, in your abilities as well. Now, please do believe in yourself. Self-belief is so important. We need that before we have absolutely anything. So really try to work on that. Know you're good enough. If it is for a job that you're looking for, please apply. Do not get worried if you get knocked back. As long as you've got that self-belief, nobody can knock that. Know you are good enough, and then from that, confidence will come. And there's a big saying that I love, fake it till you make it. We've had to do that many times in our lives, and which you've got to do sometimes. And, sometimes we apply for things, we're kind of under qualified, but you might get it. But really believe in yourself that you're worth it, darling, because you really, really are. But what a beautiful card as well. And also call in the Angels of Belief, just to really give you that inspiration and that motivation.
So important as well to have that self-belief. Now, JD Claire has sent some stars here now, so that's nice. Thank you so much. You want a card? Well, we've got here Page of Pentacles, which is fabulous. Page of Pentacles always means, don't look too much in the past. Look, we've got old Father Time there, really reflecting back a little bit too much. So overkill there for you, JD Claire. Try and let go now and push forward, push forward. Okay, Kris, I'm going to have my rose crystal ball ready.
Yes.
Next one. We've got
the lovely Gypsy Angel for you, darling.
Okay, so here we go, Gypsy Angel. Let's see what is coming through here in the crystal. Big heart. There's a big red heart right in the center. Spirit is trying to get through to you as well. They've been visiting you, I think. There's a lady who is very, very close to you, was very close to you, Spirit, sitting on your bed, looking over you. So you've been poorly, haven't you? She feels that, and she's come in to help you and to guide you as well. So lots of love around you. Don't be feeling as though you're isolated. Just get involved a bit more, would you? Just get involved. Don't feel as though nobody loves you, nobody cares. It's one of those moments. Spirit are giving you an uplift. Wow, that's amazing.
I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Well, we've got the lovely Susan A. Nelson all the way from Vegas. Well, thank you very much for joining us as well, lovely. Absolutely love that. Love Las Vegas. I've been probably about 4 times in my life.
It's on my bucket list. I haven't been yet.
Amazing. You need to go. It's a beautiful energy. It's always, alive, but I absolutely loved it. But the
good fun.
Amazing. But for you, darling, I've picked a card and it is the Angel of Faith for you. So that's really about having faith in yourself, but also your abilities and your spiritual abilities as well. Really think about it. To have faith, it's not a bad thing. We've all got faith in something, but really attach your faith and really believe when you're getting things through, when you're getting messages through. Have a look. Not everybody always receives messages the same way.
Yeah.
People touch, people sense, people smell. There's many different ways. So don't just, because I'm not seeing that, it's not happening. It might be happening a different way. So always try and make a note. If you're meditating, if you're working on your connection, try and make little notes as well, just to see if they make any sense when you come fully around, because I think you'll get pleasantly surprised, lovely. But thank you for joining us all the way from Vegas.
I know, so exciting from Vegas. It really, really is. Well, here we've got the rose quartz crystal, which I think is a lovely energy, because we're bringing in that sort of prominent picture here of love, romance, fortitude, and upliftment from the angels. So I'm giving this out to everybody, and that is really do try very, very hard as we're coming up to the end of the show, and also looking forward to this weekend. Try and think about what is important here in your life. And we're going back to that topic that we've talked about all lunchtime is lunchtime, and that's about some psychic space, the ethereal energies. I've talked about imagining just having a few moments where you can maybe sit in the car or in the bedroom, or just a private time where you imagine a room that you're sitting in, and it's a white room with a window, and the window's got no glass in it, it's an open window, and you can look out of the window and contemplate what it is that you see. And I promise you that if you do that, you will see some of your biggest issues that appear. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a car, maybe it's a place, but the biggest issues will be there. Sometimes, if you are connected to spirit, you will see a spirit too, but that takes a lot of practice and a long time. So what would your tip be as well, Kris, to gain some ethereal space? What would you suggest to our audience today on this psychic lunchtime to do?
I've prepared this as well, but with us today, Eleanor, I brought the crystal black obsidian, which I always see, what crystal shall I bring for today? And I brought black obsidian, and in my magazine column in the November issue in Fate and Fortune, I talk about the angel of light and how important it is to make sure our space is protected. Now,
fabulous.
Obsidian, the crystal, for me, it's just so important to have. This is in its rough form. I know it looks quite big, but you can get small tumblestones. You can get some, that go around your neck, anything like that. But for me, it's to protect your space, first of all, to make sure your space is completely yours, you know. And it kind of, I always find black obsidian, it kind of quietens the mind as well. So if you've got any worries, anything that would stop you from having that wellness time, having that meditation, having that time for yourself, black obsidian is an absolute amazing crystal to be able to get rid of any negative energies. Anybody out there, you know, that might not want you to do the best that you possibly can do, that maybe wants to darken your light a little bit, you know, this will help with that. And it just helps to deflect it completely and get rid of that negative energy and those negative vibes around you. So definitely, you know, you can bring in the angel of light. That's what I've talked about in the magazine this month, to really help us through times like we're going through right now, times that we've been through, but really honing in on that positivity. And then if you need a little bit of upliftment as well, you know, that's where the lovely black obsidian comes in for that extra protection from those negative vibes, thoughts, energy, people. You know, a lot of people talk.
There's a lot, aren't there? You know, there's a lot of people out there who do sort of see somebody thriving and being successful, and yeah, they do sort of want to try and push you away, don't you, or put you down. So obsidian, brilliant.
I love what the crystals that we've brought, because, you know, Eleanor's got the lovely rose quartz right there, which is all about love, self-love, self-healing. You know, it's always like the mother crystal. You know, you think of a good mother's love, you know, that's what rose quartz is all about, that eternal love and being in a high vibration. And with the black obsidian, you've got the lovely protection around you as well, just to make sure nothing negative comes through. So with both of these in your space are absolutely perfect, because you know it's going to be filled with love. Then also on top of that, you know you're going to be protected. Now, if you can get smaller pieces, like nice little tumble stones of either, you know, you can get them on my website, which is angelacademyholistics.com. But if you hold them in your hands while you're meditating, you know, that energy will be with you, and it's lovely. You'll be protected, but then also filled with love. A great balance there for good meditation as well.
Yeah, great. Have a look at the crystal balls on my website too. They're there. You can buy them, or you can read about them. So fabulous, fabulous. As we're coming to the end now, let's just say thank you to a lot of the comments as well that you've got coming through as well. Gypsy Angel, Sarah Jane, Natalie Kane, Jill Sworder. She's saying she's got some in her living room.
Oh, that's amazing.
Kellyanne Canny is watching. Mandy Kearns, anything from Mandy. I'll just give you a little card, actually, Mandy, because I think that you've been watching for a while as well. Page of Cups is there for you, something new happening very quickly, just going through. We've just got a couple of minutes left. So yeah, that is what you are going to expect, something very new happening and coming in.
She says thank you there, Eleanor, as well. That's lovely. Jill put, where do you keep your crystals? Well, I keep them behind me. You can see right behind me, that's like my little shop that I've got. Of course, I keep my crystals online on my website as well, but for me, I keep them in my bed. I keep them underneath my pillow, under the bed. I definitely put black obsidian at the front door and around doorways as well, just to deflect negative energy coming into my home, Jill, as well. It's lovely.
Okay, that's brilliant. Well, thank you very much to everybody that's joined us here today. It's been a pleasure. It's been lovely. And
oh, there we go. Thank you for that. I think Eleanor's just gone off there, I think, completely. But thank you very much for everyone for joining us. I think Eleanor's lost connection. Got to say a massive thank you for joining us. Remember, if you want to get anything with the lovely Eleanor, just go to gracedestiny.com. And for myself, head to Angel Academy Holistics. All my crystals are there. You can book in for healing. And of course, wherever you are in the world, you know, you can book for online healing, video healing, a little bit like this. And on top of that as well, you can find all the crystals. And and it's angelacademyholistics.com. But from myself and from the lovely Eleanor Grace, don't know where she went, but I'm here. And of course, if you can head over to Angel Academy Holistics on Facebook, give it a good like. And of course, me and Eleanor will see you very, very soon. We'll be back same time, same place next week for the lovely Psychic Lunch. Thank you so much, guys. Love and light to you. And then we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.